Hello everyone, my name is Mahadevan Iyer and I work as a data engineer at Adent Analytics. So today I'm going to show you how you can start and stop Azure VMs without access to Microsoft Azure. So let's get started. So imagine this scenario that you want to provide specific users with the ability to start and stop VMs, but you do not want to provide access for them to Azure portal. In this case, you can use Azure Automation with webhooks to give them a PowerShell script that they can run on their PowerShell window and start and stop VM without having access to the Azure portal. So let's see how this can be done. So firstly, you have to create Azure Automation account. So let's create it. Go to the Azure portal and type automation account. Create a new account. Specify a name. Enter your subscription, your resource group, and make sure that you create Azure Run as account. So in order to create this type of account, you need to be a contributor at the subscription level. So if you do not have the permission, you won't be able to create this account. So contact your administrator for creating the Azure automation account of Run as type. So what this will do is that it will grant the automation account a a subscription level access to all your resources, which means it can this automation account can access all your resource groups and all the resources within it. So I'll just press create, and as I've already created one, I won't be creating it again. This automation account has the permission to access all your resources and all the resource groups. So it's pretty dangerous and it's not advisable. So what you can do is you can give this automation account access to a specific resource group so that it can only make changes within that resource group. You can easily do that by following any tutorial on the internet. So now that we have created the automation account, we'll add the tags to VM. So the VM that you want to start and stop without using Azure portal, assign that VM resource owner some kind of a tag, unique tag. Like in this case, I have assigned an owner tag and I have named the value as Karan. So you can change this tag. I have assigned the owner tag as Karan, and I'll be using this tag value in order to locate this VM and shut it down using the PowerShell script that I'm going to show you. Once that is done, we can move on to the next step. We can upload the scripts to start and stop the VM to your Azure Automation Runbook. So let's get it done. You can find the two scripts that I've written in my GitHub repository. One for starting the VM and one for stopping the VM. So let's take a look. I'll copy this and we'll go and create a new runbook. Enter a name. Runbook type will be PowerShell. Enter some description and press on create. As I've already created this runbook, I'll discard it and I'll edit this one. So paste your code PowerShell script over here. So as you can see in this script, we are making use of the owner tag that we assigned a while ago. And if the value of the tag is current, so this script will target those VMs and will start those VMs. So publish this script, save it and publish it. I'll revert it back as I've already created it. And now same goes for stop VM. Stop VM script, copy it from here, create a new runbook. Runbook type will be PowerShell and create it. So in the same manner, we are using the name of the tags that we assigned to stop the VM. Publish it. So now in the next step, we'll create a webhook for each of the scripts that we have created, each of the runbooks in fact. So a webhook is essentially our user-defined HTTP endpoints that are usually triggered by an event that allows external applications to communicate with our system. So each webhook is unique, and for each runbook, we'll create a unique webhook that will be used to start or stop the VM. So just click on add webhook, create a new webhook, and name your webhook. As I've already created this, and make sure that you copy your URL in this step, because this URL won't be displayed after you leave this after you press OK. So copy this and keep it somewhere safe. Same goes for the start VM. Create a webhook for it, name it, and copy this URL, and also mention the expiry date as per your requirement, and press OK. So let's close this. Moving on to the next step, we'll import this module, Azure RM tags. Go to modules gallery, search for the Azure RM tags, click on it and import it. As I've already imported it, I won't be needing it again. Then update the modules are Azure RM profile, Azure resources, and Azure compute. So we have to update these modules in order for it to work with this tags module. So in order to update a module, we have another runbook that will take care of it. So I'll leave this runbook in my GitHub account, GitHub repository. You can take it from there. Or else if you know any other method to update your modules, then you can use that to update these modules. So I've added another file to my GitHub repo named update modules. You can get the script to update your modules from here. So moving on to the next step, we'll create the PowerShell script for the user to call the webhooks. So we'll create this script, and this script will look somewhat like this. Invoke web request method post will send a post request to this URL, and the webhook that you got after creating the webhook in runbook page, in this Azure automation page, add that link over here, and it will look somewhat like this. Now just copy this command and go to Windows PowerShell and paste it over there and run it. And you'll get a response somewhat like this. And now you can check your status of the VM. So initially it was like this. It takes a couple of minutes to get started. I'll refresh it. And as you can see, it allows me to stop the VM, and yeah, the VM has started. So now we'll run the script to stop VM. Copy this command and paste it over here and run it. You'll get this response, and let's go check if this has worked or not. Let's refresh it. It will take a couple of minutes. Yeah, it's grayed out here. So it means that it's already begun to stop. So what's happening is the webhook is triggering our runbook, and which is designed to stop the VM based on the tags that we have assigned in this field. So yeah, that's it for this tutorial. So in this manner, you can give this command, give this script to your users, and they can run this script on Windows PowerShell to start or stop the VM according to their requirement without being able to access, without having access to the Microsoft portal. Yeah, thank you for watching.